But anyway, this time, anyway, mine is all words, and I'm thinking about why is that? But it's because I have to talk to myself this year, and I'm in a big time of transition and challenge and change, and so that's what my board is about. The center part just says the main thing at the top you see, it says grace. I got to give myself a lot of grace. I'm giving myself a hard time now. And then the one side has some questions for myself. What's in store? What am I protecting myself from? Why don't you? And I got like 8 things under why don't you, this, that, and the other. And then the other ones are, I love this thing. It says a letter of reinvigoration, embracing, have a delicate touch with myself. And then I like this. It says a different kind of hero. So that's my board.
That's nice.
Anybody else from that table? If you don't talk, I'm going to talk for you.
You're going to make me say something.
Because I'm inspired. They was
Something.
inspiring me all. You can't not
Well,
talk.
my board is
You ain't gotta
inspired.
tell
I
the
have
board
not.
about it. Say
I've
something.
done vision boards before, and I didn't take them serious. I'm not gonna lie, I did them, and while I was doing them, I was all gung ho, and I just kind of like took them home, stuck them in my closet. But this go around, I did not pack my board because I said I was gonna be intentional about my board. So when I say my prayer and I go in my closet, I have my alone time with God. I'm going to actually speak everything that's on my board over my life each day. I'm going to be intentional about it. And something that you said, I literally just this morning got a cook breakfast, told the whole house about clutter. And I was like, y'all, when we release things and let things go, a lot of times we tend to hold on to things, and we're holding on to things, and we don't realize that when we release things and clear clutter, it allows space for new things, new ideas, new feelings, just newness of everything. So I was literally this morning just talking about clutter. So for you to say that, I was like, oh God, that's confirmation for me. So yes, clear the clutter out. Clear it out, let it go. If you haven't used it, if you haven't worn it, if it's just don't mean nothing to you, that means people, like I said, ideas, things, whatever you got at the house, get rid of it. Just let it go.
Let me just say this, and
That's
I
my
said this last year. As women, we possess something that's very important. Period.
Yep.
I mean, you're able to create something that no man can create by themselves. And even if a baby never comes out of it, you still have the ability, because by definition, to create. So don't discount that. Don't discount just how valuable, and that's the thing that I've been wanting women to take away, is that you are $1 million property. Period. Period. And because of that, you need to treat yourself as such. Are you gonna show somebody $1 million property just because they want to see it?
Well, we got some things that we gotta talk about.
Well, okay. You ain't no further. No further. There's a reason why you can't just approach $1 million property. There's a reason why you can't just go look at and drive a luxury car just because. And it has everything to do with the value of that thing. And when you start to really take into consideration your value, how you approach everything that touches your life is going to change. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you really see what I'm saying? Hear me now, feel me later.
Hear me now, feel me later.
Yeah, hear me now, feel me later. All right, manifestation table, talk to me.
Oh, well. I actually started off at the action table, but I feel like in order for me to put the action into motion, I need to manifest on it first. So all of my board is speaking to, like, the very last thing I put on it is yes, you can, because I'm the type of person who I procrastinate a lot because in my mind I'm thinking, well, no, it's not the right time to do it. I need to, wait for everything to fall in line. I need to wait for me to be this way. I need to wait for me to not be depressed, whatever the case is. But what I'm putting on my board is just effing do it, like just effing do it. Stop waiting for the right time, because right now
May
it's
not
not
be
time to
right.
do it.
Anybody else from the manifestation table? We don't wanna use spicy words.
I just did, mine was mostly, this year, I'm grateful for a lot of things. A lot of Miss Sandra wanted me to share my other vision boards, so I have those, I brought those with me. I do post them in my closet, I have a walk-in closet, I do put it there, cause that's where I get dressed. So I look at them every single day, so it doesn't just get done and then I don't see it for the rest of the year. But a lot of, things I've done, I have found if I do it on a vision board or put it on a vision board, it does manifest. It does. The universe, God, how things come to be. If I put it on that board, it shows up. So I have started doing them again. In 2020, my husband died 6 months after we moved here. So here I am in a new place with 2 little kids, trying to figure it all out. So now one of my mantras is, we just gotta figure it out. Because we didn't have anybody here to fall back on. I don't have nobody is here. I have some cousins, but everybody has their lives.
Right.
So we just have to figure it out. So the previous board, I have a board of mantras that I just had stickers on for 1 year. And then I go to a camp called Camp Widow, and one of the stickers there was Widow Badass. And so I have
That is cool.
No, it's just so funny to me that, go on.
Widow Badass.
There you go.
And if anybody wants to see them, I'll be here till 5 o'clock. But I put different things that I wanted to do for me and my children. So one of them was to acquire some real estate, so for future, for them too. And it came through that I bought 2 townhomes. One for my son, one for my daughter. But, they're in my business name, but I just thought, I put it on there and it came true. How it happened.
Wow.
That's just how things happen. And then,
That's good.
I found this, the one from last year that Miss Sandra was going to share. She saw my vision board, and I had different sections, and one says self-care, self-growth, community, family, financial, and then spiritual. And I just separated what I wanted to happen under those different topics.
Nice.
So, and like I said, these are all hung up in my closet, and I look at them every day.
Can you give an example of one of them? Just, I can't read it. Come on.
For self-care, I did learn the piano, take lessons, and play a song.
Okay.
Be able to play a song by the end of the year. And I did that last
Wow.
And it's not big.
It sounds like the girl over there did it, but I
No, it's a bite-sized piece. I love that.
I did a solo sabbatical, because after my husband died, I just needed, about 3 years after that, I just needed to just stop and take a breath. And so I did that, booked it, planned it, and everything, and I had never done that before in my life. But he always did all of that. He took care of us. Published a book, we're working on getting my book published.
Nice.
Thoughts and Passions of Widowhood. Community, so I was an ambassador at what they call Camp Widow through an organization that I'm involved in. So I did that and helped another newly widowed person.
Nice.
Self-growth, I did read at least 3 books for the year, and I completed that. Attend 3 to 5 social gatherings because I needed to get myself
Very good.
out of my
there.
house.
Right.
And start getting back into the community and getting and socializing, because my children now are 17 and 14.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be gone in
Right.
a minute, so I needed to get my life in
Right.
order, so I'm working on it now. And, financial, pay off my consumer debt, except for my houses and my cars, and I did that last year.
Okay. Wow.
Now, let me just say,
Go ahead, girl.
for me, I tend to, behind the chair, share whatever's going on in my life, in my world, give me something to talk about. And it tends to open them up So she shares this and she opens up her phone and she's like, so yeah, I did this report too. And I'm like, I don't know that I need to be hosting this one. And she said, while I'm sharing this with her, she turns her phone to me and says, I already purchased my ticket. And I'm like, you already got your stuff together. What? And that spoke to me.
It's always a work in progress.
And that spoke to me because I'm like, you already know how to do this, but yet still you're coming. And you also have something to share.
Exactly.
As well, and you're willing to
Testimony,
share. So thank
testimony.
you so much.
Testimony.
I just want to say for those who don't believe in the vision board is real, but you gotta be consistent with it. You gotta write down what you want and be mindset of it, you know. And you have to, and you have to say what you want. Just like for me, like I was married and divorced, and it took me 3 years to really find me somebody, right? So I put down on the vision board who I want, what I want, and what sign that I want my husband wants it to be. So I asked for a Virgo. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. I had.
Okay, she's standing up, y'all.
Yeah,
4 years ago, I wanted me a Cadillac. I put that on the vision board, and I got a coupe Cadillac.
Yeah.
I got it, but then I put down, I need some money, right? I wrote it down on the vision board, but I didn't know how I was going to get it.
Yeah.
Just 2 years ago, I had an accident. A 24-wheeler hit me, my Cadillac that I had gotten, right? And my husband, he got hurt kind of bad, and I got hurt too. But anyway, I didn't know how I was going to get the money. But that's how I got my money. And I got plenty, you know? So once you put the stuff down on that vision board, what you want and how much you want, it will come to pass. And you put it out in the universe. It's already out there.
Yeah. And I'll say too, don't sell yourself short. You know, it's like, oh, that's too big, that's too ambitious. Well, if you're shooting for here, but you land here, that's better than starting
It's okay,
here
Right.
and landing here.
Right.
So it's okay to give yourself permission to dream as big and as vast as you can. I honestly, when I say that, I felt like, oh my gosh, honestly is prepared, physically is prepared, but mentally I didn't necessarily feel prepared. And I kept hearing, and this is where you gotta pay attention to your intuition. The gaps will be filled in. And I was like, how will the gaps be filled in? I'm the one that's facilitating. But do you know how many gaps y'all done filled in?
They will.
I just needed to provide the space. There's so much that y'all have to offer that really we could have gone the rest of the night probably if we really, because we don't get an opportunity to have these type of spaces. We don't get an opportunity to share and be vulnerable. And so that's why I want you to share, because there's something that somebody got, that somebody can take, that somebody's gonna use, that somebody's gonna, you see how that goes? All right, I haven't heard from this table. Determined. What y'all determined about? Don't be looking around. You sitting at the wrong table, be looking around.
Hi, everybody. My name is Oriana. I am a singer and I play piano as well.
Nice.
And I want to travel more. So
Nice.
most of my board is focused on music and travel. I'm going to be moving in June and I'll finally be in a space where I can host more. That's
Where you
part of what I'm
going? Where
working
you
on.
going?
Yeah, I got that printed out at home. I'm just waiting for the money to get it.
Where you going? Being nosy.
A little bit everywhere.
Yeah.
I think the first place we're going is the UK because we have some friends over there. that I haven't been able to
Wow.
see.
Are you going this year?
Hopefully.
Nice.
That's the goal. That's the
You
fall.
got somebody.
I want to be experience London in the fall.
See, I'm not playing with y'all.
Get your passport.
I'm not playing with y'all. Yeah, I will make you go ahead and book your appointment.
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
while
you
you're
can
here.
do more travel just
Right
for the
now.
places that are an hour away. Like Charlotte is not that far. Georgia is not that far. So taking the time and being intentional, knowing I have weekends off and being like, yep, instead of sitting in the house and playing video games all week, we're gonna go somewhere. We're gonna save money and organize and go.
Yeah.
So that's me.
Nice. Nice.
Anybody else?
Nice.
Creative table.
She spoke.
Yeah. Tanigo and I.
Right.
I mean,
You
because
haven't heard from Tanika.
I'm torn. I'm torn because I'm 52. I just turned 52 February 20th. So I'm like, thank y'all. So I'm like trying to the coulda, woulda, shouldas, and that's where I'm still. Now gonna make me cry. That's why I don't want to talk.
When do you graduate?
I already graduated. I got my master's. Almost. So now it's like I need to take the test, and I'm beating myself up because like it'll be a year. I graduated. When did I graduate? I can't remember. Like I graduated. It'll be a year. It'll be a year. I think I graduated May something. Graduated. It'll be a year. I'm like I haven't even taken my test yet, so I'm beating myself up over here while y'all talking about all this good stuff. I'm like, oh, I need to take my test, but it's good. It's positive because I need to do it. Like she said, shut the F up, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, no cursing, but just stop. I need to take my test, y'all. But it's like I'm battling. Like I'm not. I have test anxiety, so I need to
Set the date.
Yeah, I need to buckle down. Study.
Set the date. Set the date.
You set the date and it will fall.
And I need to do it because I said I want to take. It's almost a year break. It's almost a year break. So I need. It's time to take it now. It's almost a year. I done took my break and it's almost a year. That's why I didn't want to talk, Lordy.
No,
But yes.
you need to get it out, and we can hold you accountable.
Yeah.
Next year. Have you taken your test? Text.
Yeah.
Have you studied for your test? Text.
Please, y'all need to stay on me here.
That's what it is.
You're in good company. You are in good company. And all tears are not about weakness. All tears are not about I'm sad. Sometimes it's a washing. Like y'all all said when I was like, it's raining, y'all was like, it's washing away the powder.
I said that. I said it's washing away.
Yeah, see?
It's washing away all the
So us releasing our tears, you know, that's a good thing. That's a great thing actually, because we do hold back. We do hold back. Thing is, I would have held back. When I tell you I was terribly discouraged, because part of my reason for being discouraged is that this is the first time that I've experienced an illness that was going to affect me career-wise.
Yeah.
And to the point where I can't think about anything else because this pain is so intense that when I go to talk, I'm not talking with clarity because pain is right there too. And pain doesn't necessarily have to just be physical. It can be emotional. It can be all types of things. And it takes you in a direction where it takes away your creativity, your ability to plan, your ability to be determined, your ability to take action, your ability to manifest. All of the things. But I'm a firm believer it's still important to show up.
Yeah.
And be intentional about showing up. You may not have the means. You may not feel like it. If you remember, what did I tell the chiropractor? I was what?
Determined.
To what?
Feel better to get better.
That's all that. Isn't that what we tell our kids? Just try. Just do your best, baby. Just do your best. And you know whether or not. Even if you don't do your best, do something. Because you're sending it out in the atmosphere. And guess what? It's going to come back. It's going to come back. There's going to be an answer.
You're like a magnet.
Yeah. But sometimes when we don't give things a date to happen, it just don't happen.
Yeah.
Not where
You
you
know,
going.
like I ended up changing the shop in the midst of all of this stuff that was going on. I ended up changing the shop, and I knew that I wanted to change the shop, but I would have procrastinated. But then one of my stylists left, and I needed to repaint her room, which means that I needed to go ahead and repaint the rest of the shop, which meant that was gonna require, and it set the ball in motion. And whereas this would have been let me think about it for the next 6 months, what color do I wanna do, and all of these things, it happened fast because it needed to. And trust and believe, you will do things when you have some type of deadline.
Oh, yeah.
So give yourself a deadline to make things happen, and don't be upset if that deadline comes and you don't necessarily make the deadline. At least you know you were working towards making that deadline a fruition. You know, and the payoff only goes to you. You know, nobody's keeping score unless you're telling them to. You know, so if you look at your books, it says make you proud to be you. That's exactly what it says. Anybody want to add anything before we wrap up? I don't want to keep you. I don't want you to be like this. We just went on and on and on. Anybody else want to share anything else that they really got out of being together today? No, y'all want to think mode, then that's fine.
I enjoy the vision board party.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. And thank you for letting Miss Kim invite me for the second time.
Thank you.
Did we pull the name?
Oh, pull the names, pull the names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? I had to say to myself, because after it didn't happen in January, and I was so fixated on it needs to happen at the beginning of the year. And then I was like, Sandra, the vision board that you did, that most of the stuff came to fruition, y'all did that in July. This is a conversation I was having with me. And I was like, that's true. So you could do this vision board anytime. And then I gave myself permission that it was okay that it was not happening when I wanted it to happen, but it was going to happen.
At the right
Somebody
time.
told me that
The
the
right
beginning of your year is the date, the month you were born. So everybody is different.
Right. That's awesome.
Because that's when you started.
Yes. Yes. So don't get preoccupied with it didn't happen when I thought it was supposed to happen, so I guess it's not gonna happen, so I just ain't gonna worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. Just put forth the motion for it to happen.
That's true because, and I speak to that because I never thought I would be raising my children by myself. He and I were married for 27 years, and we had children later, which I'm happy about, but it was later. And I always wondered, should I have had them earlier? You know, they would be adults by now, if he died, something like that, all of this stuff that comes with it. But we just, my children and I have not experienced any lack at all. And I lost his income and his support, you know, and all of that stuff that you have with raising children. So here I am raising this teenage boy. So but I always tell people, he knew that this was gonna happen at this time in their lives, and he still gave them to us. So apparently, he knows he has a good enough and strong enough otherwise enough to raise him. So I have to do that almost every day. I'll leave you with this. Learn to make peace with what is.
That's a hard one.
Learn
That's a
to
hard
make, I know it is, girl. Talk to me, talk to you, talk to me. The quicker you can, it is well with my soul. I'm gonna be all right. Whatever phrase you wanna, that says peace to you, the quicker you can get to peace, the quicker you can say, okay.
Your will be done.
You know, and sometimes you don't feel like that. Sometimes you don't, but when you can get to the peace part, then you can get to the provision, then you can get to the preparation, then you can get to the possibilities. But you can't do that until you get to the peace first.
Got to.
You think about it.
That's true.
Sometimes your kids come to you, if you got kids, and they show you what's supposed to be them bleeding. what's supposed to be them bleeding, and it's a scratch. And you're like, and they're in hysterics. You can't deal with the scratch because they're in hysterics. Do you know we take that into adulthood? That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about go ahead and get to peace. Figure out a way to, if you're in a bad relationship, figure out a way how to get to peace. It doesn't necessarily need to be, well, I gotta leave him or I gotta fight him or whatever. Make peace with what it is so that you can make some type of provision for what you're gonna do. But if you're in hysterics, how is that supposed to work out? So that would be what I would leave you with and want you to think about. Because you can do all these things, but until you get to that, I'm going to have peace. You know, I don't have the house I want. Have peace. And we can move forward. You wanted to say something, sister?
Real quick, I'm gonna try not to cry, Tamika.
Oh, come on now, sis. Mother said, I'm sorry.
I'm seriously.
Yeah, my twin.
We don't know how that even happened, but I was just gonna say, I did something this year that probably was a little bit tiny bit out of character, but I went and I seeked after seeing the monks. And I was at work, and I left work because I had enough time to do so. But the most important thing that he said was that today is my peaceful day. And I appreciate that, because they didn't come to spread their religion, because that was a misconception.
Yeah.
They came to spread peace. And because of that, the city was peaceful. And not to say it's chaotic at any other time, but it was thousands and thousands of people who came together with the same likeness in mind. And that's what brought peace. This room is peaceful because we have a likeness in mind.
You crying now. Come on now.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Sister.
The drawing.
Get
to it.
She don't like that.
She was.
She said, get to
And
it.
she was gonna take.
Yes, sir.
She's like, get to it. That's right.
Making candles is my pastime, and that's my peace. And it's my pastime.
In tears.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, making candles, it's so peaceful because you get to smell all the different scents. Mm-hmm.
They're not here.
What's your creed?
Yeah, you get the whole box.
Yes, you get the whole box.
You get the whole box. Yeah. It's the candle and the wax melt. Mm-hmm. No,
Here, I'm gonna let you reach in there and pick my name.
Pick my name, pick my name.
Johnson. There she is.
That was a table.
I want you to realize you are not leaving empty-handed.
No.
You're leaving with intention, you're leaving with possibilities, you're leaving with peace. Hopefully with new connections. Yes. None of us know what the future holds.
that's right.
Things can change on a dime's notice.
That's right.
That's why you need to reserve your energy. You know? Remember that, okay? You don't need to exert your energy over things that's not your business.
It don't matter.
You know? Save it. Because you're gonna need it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for honoring me by coming out and participating and taking this seriously, allowing me to pour into your lives and spirits. You guys have a wonderful, safe evening, travel home. Please be sure to take pictures in front of my sister's creation. She worked really hard on that. You are welcome.
I forgot about little girl.